Then on the opposite end, you got Joe Rogan and Donald Trump having a conversation. And I'll say one thing, I did see what Trump was saying. I didn't watch the whole 3-hour interview. That's too much Trump for me. But one thing that I seen him, as Joe Rogan was pressing him a bit, and I think he knew that he was gonna press him, because he started to go into some parts of the conversation, and Joe Rogan was like, okay, yeah, we know that, but like, tell us this. And he was talking about the mistakes that he made when picking a cabinet. And I seen criticism of Kamala come from a commentator that was explaining how, I think it was Kevin O'Leary was explaining how when she was on Fox News, she should have just copped to her mistakes about the border or whatever else it was and said, yeah, we did that, we're gonna move forward. Right? And I think that that's true, because Trump makes a lot of mistakes. I mean, daily mistakes. He's probably making a mistake right now. But the willingness, and I'm not saying anything other about him than just this small part from a strategic standpoint, the willingness to say I made a mistake, and he doesn't always do this, of course, in front of the people, is a good trait for a politician or somebody running for political office to do. And it is something that she needs to do to show the people, right, her ability to be transparent, her ability to have growth and things of that nature. And that's just me looking at it from a consultant lens and observing. Not that I'm looking for a savior in either one of them regardless, but there's things that you can take if you're learning and you want to become a leader yourself, that you can learn from both of them. The mistakes that's made, the strategy that's given, the marketing, the propaganda, the speaking points, how everything is being handled, things being covered up. There's a lot that you can learn. And this is what I do when I'm looking at these things. I'm not looking at it for the same reason. I'm learning throughout the process. And I think that that's where her team sucks at, just quite frankly. And, you know, they only had 7 months to put something together. But as an observer, as somebody that's studying this, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. You know, it's not what you're trying to do, it's what the people understand and what you can get them to accept. So intentions in this case do not matter, right? What matters is results. So you have to study what's going on, and then some of you all have too much emotions in this election cycle that you can't see good and bad from either side. The moment you like, fuck them, you fucked. Because you're not listening to either, regardless if they say something that could be beneficial for you or something that could be detrimental for you. You're no longer observing them. You become caught up in your own biases and emotions. And in political season, the goal is to get people emotional. Because once you get emotional, then they get your loyalty. Because now they got you against the other side. Because I've seen things that both sides do that they will then go derail the other side for doing. And I'm like, when you just doing that? Well, then they just doing that? Or if one person did and the other person did it, the way that the people view it is disrespectful. Like if Kamala does something that the Trumpers will look at and be like, oh, see, she did this. And this is something that I seen Van Jones say that I think he was truthful about. He say, Trump has to be, what did he say? What did Van Jones say about Kamala and Trump? Where he say,
he say, I got you right now.
Yeah, it really summed it up. And of course, but you have to understand what the thing about with Trump is, a lot of people they go vote for him regardless. Like, it is what it is. Because he's not some picture of perfection that they looking for whatsoever. He is a picture of disruption for the status quo that they think is what they need. And for some people, that's what Kamala is. Oh yeah, she said that she has to be flawless and he can be lawless. Which I think is true. But I also think that that's where you have to go and become a little lawless yourself when going against a radical, you have to become radical. That's just the reality.